Welcome back to another episode of Super Talk Bros. I am Colton, Useless Von Doom, Useless Rat, whatever you may call me. I've got my co-host here, if he'd like to introduce himself, and we can go down the line of all who's with us today.
I'm TK. Nice to meet you. I'm back again.
Wait. You're not the co-host, sir.
I want to though.
I guess I'm the co-host.
You're the co-host.
I'm Toby. I'm the big brother of their Colton. Yeah. Introduce everyone else there, boss.
Alrighty, so today we have Bunny and
TK,
we have a special guest here with us today to talk about some experiences we've had recently. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right, my name's TK.
Again.
I'm sorry.
It's just part two, you know.
With that being said, yeah, today. Well, not today, but a while back. I think it was
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago, we went to my first concert, and I literally had the most experience. Like, it was the most top tier. But go ahead.
What kind of music were we listening to? What was it?
Honestly, it was metal.
He said honestly.
Because I never listened. I never thought I would get into metal, but as soon as I went, it was a life-changing experience. I feel like if I did not ever experience it, I would never... Like, it felt like it changed me. It changed my life, bro.
So if you're not a steady listener to Toby's podcast, if you'd like to plug that, you can.
Which one? I do a couple of things.
Just one of them, I don't know.
Badsecretmedia.com. That's where all my stuff
So
is.
if you are an avid listener or watcher of his projects, it's fairly obvious that we both enjoy a very similar type of music. We like all the
Polka. Polka music.
Are you polking people in the face?
Do you not know what polka music is?
No, the fuck.
Okay,
What?
well, I'm going to show them polka music. It'll be another life-changing experience for you.
No, I don't think that. I don't. Maybe, but we both enjoy the hardcore, the metal, the can't understand what it is. Just stuff like that. But we went and
Good Christian music.
did Christian music. Yep, we went and supported one of his homies, one of the co-stars.
Yes, my co-host from the Nerding Out with Rickshaw YouTube channel that I'm a part of. We talk a bunch of metal music and stuff. Two of the guys from that show, their band, Rabbit and Fuzz. Rabbit does vocals and Fuzz plays drums. And then I've just known the rest of the guys for a long time. So we went and supported them on their first show. Their band is called Terminated. And they put on a hell of a show for their first show.
Yes.
I think Rabbit blew out his voice. I'm not 100% sure about that.
So it was very interesting. And here's my thing: is like I like Knocked Loose. I like Attila. And Muir is pretty cool. I've been hitting it with some Kubla Khan. Just a bunch of.
Are we just naming bands you like?
Yeah, but hold on. But it's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
This Toby said that he thinks that their vocals are similar to Linkin Park, and it's like it's a
the singy parts.
Yeah, the singy parts, but it's a whole different ballgame for me, and I can definitely say that I did enjoy it. So they were the first ones to play, and
They were the openers because they're new.
Yeah. So while we were there, because TK has never been to a concert, and mind you, has never been to a hardcore show or just anything like that.
I've never been to a concert. Period.
So while we were just kind of listening to the first band, and he was flabbergasted to see people throwing fists and jumping, dancing,
and like screaming their head off.
What did you think? What was your first like honest reaction to seeing people hit the two-step?
I mean, to be honest with you, like I almost didn't go, but when I literally went, I had to experience like everyone dancing and stuff, which was weird to me. Which was really weird to me. Like they were going nuts, like swinging, bro. We like getting pushed. like yelling on top of their lungs.
So were
Oh
you
my
were you
God.
were you a little intimidated to be sitting where you were when
Yes.
you first
I was
started seeing
actually
people?
very scared for my life. I thought there were kids like going nuts, but they were actually adults. Actual adults
So-
doing the same thing, and it was so different to me.
Well, let me ask Bunny.
Bunny.
Now you've been to a couple of shows
That
at this
was
point.
my third show.
Third.
Yeah, I think
That was my third show.
So are you getting more used to this scene of things happening, or is it still kind of like weird to you? Because this
I've
isn't
gotten
your
used to it. I just kind of I don't really enjoy the music, so I just kind of record Colton because I know he'll want those videos afterwards.
So I think it was it was the first one we went to. There was another band that wasn't actually a part of the lineup or anything, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get," because she, if you are a Gucci guy like us, where we want to get fucking punched in the face, but you get scared to get in the pit because you're intimidated. You have to earn that courage. You just gotta get to where you're going. But she's never been in anything like this, so she didn't want to get in. But she finally said, "You know what? I'm gonna get in the pit." She goes to get in, and this fucking chick with this band
Well,
shoves
let
her
her
out.
tell it. You talk too much. Let her tell
Sorry.
it.
Okay, so I was right outside the pit, and there's like a lot of people there. It's this small little venue, and the whole place is absolutely packed. And we went with my aunt, Colton, and Toby. I don't know where my aunt is during this. I have no idea where she ran off to.
I think she was at the bar at this moment.
Yeah, she was probably at the bar. She was getting drinks a lot. But so I'm right at the edge. People are bumping into me, and I'm putting out my fist so that they don't run into me. And Colton's in there, and Colton told me I had to at least try getting in the pit once. So I tried to get in, and this girl who has this really long hair, she's wearing a wig. She immediately looks at me in the eyes and just shoves me out of the pit. Not like just shoving me around like you would in a pit. Like she looks at me and shoves me out of the pit. And so I was like, hell no, I'm not getting back in there. What the fuck? Come to find out, I think literally a few days after that, we found out that I was 5 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, thanks, Vantana Rowe for saving the life of a child. You're awesome.
At the end of the concert, we're about to leave, and then everyone's like, there's another band, and they were outside
On top of a
on
van.
top of a van.
Oh yeah, see, Micah doesn't know about this experience.
Yeah, it was that same girl. She ripped her wig off, and she was outside on top of the van screaming, and their band is called Vantana Row. You can find them on Spotify. But they threw comics at us and CDs and
Yeah.
She
stuff.
whipped her titties out. She whipped her titties
She
out.
whipped her titties
She
out.
whipped her titties out.
I got it on camera.
She played on top of their van.
Yeah.
The drummer was drumming. They opened up the door and they were drumming, and they had all the amps and stuff pointed outside the door. And she was jamming out on top of the van. It was really cool.
Yeah,
It was-
yeah.
But it's like a guerrilla style kind of show up and party. There's a couple of bands that are doing that right now. There's a band called Silly Goose.
Oh, that sounds.
that sounds really
There's
good.
another band called Hemorrhage that does that.
That sounds like it'd be fucking just.
They have a small bus, or they did for a while, and they would just pull up to different venues where music was already being played, and they'd jump out, play their sets, and or when the cops would roll up, they would put it up. But it's kind of a new tactic that's happening here.
It was definitely an experience. I thought that was we were literally about to walk out the door, and then a crowd of people were like, "There's another band outside!" Fucking and it was really cool. I can say that was a very cool experience.
It's just wild to me. You would never because I never listen to metal, and the only person I've listened to is Knock Loose, but I never actually seen metal metal people go nuts. And it feels to me it's just a different culture.
It is.
It
It's
is.
Really intense, and it's very loved, and it's passionate about it.
So you never truly answered the question. What you said you were scared, but 'cause I
Oh.
remember at one point you were the guy. I'm pretty sure you got bumped into before.
No,
you
I
even-
got hit.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bro, because we were Colton was like, well, get in there,
yeah,
get
'cause
in
I
there.
kept
And
nudging
I'm
you. I was
like,
like, get in there, bro.
like this guy's swinging, and then all of a sudden,
It's called hardcore dancing.
and then all of a sudden, just something just came out of me and was like, fuck it. You know?
Colton will make fun of this because like there's like so many nights where I'm like I'm not getting in the pit. I'm not gonna dance. I'm not doing anything. And then something will happen. Like there's like a breakdown, and it's just like my body takes over, and I'm not. It's not me.
Exactly.
You're in your prime in that moment. It's like
It is, and then I'm so winded. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. My brain should have thought a little more than my
Yeah.
heart.
because Toby's always like, I'm not gonna do it. And then fucking a song plays, and he's like, fucking,
I get hyped.
you get hyped.
I get hyped. It's an experience.
Okay,
It's-
so
It's
how did because at one point in one of the other bands they were all like, because it was in a really small room. Like,
Well, let me add. My 14-year-old Gibson was
Oh,
with us. He acted like he had a terrible time, but I think he kind of enjoyed himself a little bit.
Tiny bit.
But
A tiny
it's not
bit.
his style of music, and I don't think he wants. I don't think he wants to listen to metal, which is fine. He can listen to what he wants, and that's cool. I'm just glad that he gave this a shot to see my friends play. So I took him to go get something to eat while y'all watched two more bands, right?
it was like 3.
2 or 3 more bands.
Right.
I don't know. I was gone. So now I don't know anything that's happened at this point. So everything you tell me from this point forward is going to be new to me for the most part.
Right. Okay. So, because you listened to Terminated right after that, I think is that second band. I don't know if you heard any of that. It's when right as y'all started to leave. The second band is where Micah was like, okay, or goddamn it, TK.
Yeah, I got
I just
lit.
doxed you. My bad.
no, you're fine.
Where Mike, I'm just gonna fuck it, whatever. Micah is like, yeah, I'm gonna, because he started getting into it. I finally was just like, kind of like nudged him over to the edge, towards where everything was happening, and he stayed on the outside a majority of the time. But
Bro, I got lit though.
Yeah,
That
he
second
did. You
band
got
was
so lit.
shredding, and there were
Yeah.
like kids.
wait, which one was that one? That was the
That was the
that was the one in the other. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
the two
hold on.
kids in that little
okay.
little room.
So if that was the second one, you didn't get into that. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
So there was no pit or anything.
No,
We
there was no
listened to it.
pit.
All right,
but-
y'all are tripping on small details. Come on,
But
guys.
anyway,
But so the second band, right? It seemed like it was younger adults between the age of 16 and 19. I don't want to say kids because that just sounds fucked up.
yeah, it sounds
But they're probably like 16 to 19, right? And they're playing some like Pantera style, fucking Metallica style shit. I mean, it was interesting. But midway through the set, he broke his guitar strap, and he was like, "Is there anybody got some duct tape?" And they was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna say the venue we were at because that's doxing." But he was like, "Oh, the venue is cursed. The venue is cursed." But anyways, he was like, "Anybody has some duct tape?" And this guy was like, "I'll hold it for you." He comes in there and he's fucking holding his guitar strap up to the thing and up to the fucking guitar, and he continued to play while the other people were like trying to wrap duct tape around where the guitar strap was, and it's fucking edgy to be like, "Let me hit my vape," and he had like, I want to say like 15 people ran up there and fucking offered him hits off his vape.
Y'all did show me that video.
bro.
That's what Barney said that her favorite part was the guy holding the guitar. So
Yeah, I don't really like the shows. I like the experiences. That
Yeah.
was a really good experience.
Very, very experienced.
yeah, and you know what? That's honestly, I think that's how a lot of people are. Like, they don't really care for the music, but you never know it's live music, and live music like this, like metal, is more exciting than country. Like, because stuff can still go wrong, but and there can be some really funny things that happen or memorable things. But like with metal, like there's always something crazy happening because someone's jumping off a stage, someone's doing a cartwheel, someone's.
I mean,
Like-
with that being said, there's like, I can say I think 3 experiences that were like, whoa, what the hell? So, for example, I can say 3, 4, 5.
Then say them and stop
So,
counting.
when we went and saw Captured by Robots, that fucking guy pulled a coffin off the table and he put a coffin and it had he kicked a coffin and there was a fucking a fake corpse in there that
Let me explain. Because
Oh,
no one
God.
has any clue what's going on
Right.
when you
For
say
real.
a coffin on stage. So there was this band called Captured by Robots. It's a gimmick band. He's got these robots they actually play the guitars and stuff and they play the drums. They're just little machines, and they're really cool. But he has a gimmick where he is wearing like chains around his neck and he's got tattered up clothing and stuff, and so he's their slave. And like the robots talk shit to him. He's got a little microphone to where he can press the button and sound like the robots. And he's like, "You're a fucking dog shit. No one likes you." And they talk shit to him. He had stage pieces, like
Yeah.
not like really big stage pieces. They were cheap, but like one of them was a coffin, and he kicks it open, and there's a fake dead body in it. So.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like there's different stage shows and stuff. Like, there's pyro. I've been to venues where they have, like sparkler kind of things, or cryo. Cryo is the one that I've seen more lately. Instead of having pyro, they have like the ice cannons that like shoot the big
shit.
puff of cold ice.
and I like
It's like a fire extinguisher.
yeah.
But it's not nothing like a rock, like a rap, like you know how like in the concerts it's nothing like that.
Yeah,
I feel like the rock is more of like, oh, we're gonna give you a show,
Yeah,
and
but-
that's how it goes.
essentially what I was trying to say is like there's a lot of experiences that I've had in those types of shows, and I don't know if Toby's the same way, but I think like smaller venues that like lesser known people, like I think that's the way to go, because you do have an intimate fucking experience with the band. Like, some of them will come on stage. There have been times where I've had water thrown at me on stage, or while they're on stage. There has been a time where, like, it's just a lot of crazy experiences happen. You have to, the band will play, and then right after that, you'll have people playing outside, like, oh, come out here, and then you'll have, But yeah, that's essentially what I was trying to say. Is there's a lot of crazy experiences at these places, and it's just,
Well, the smaller venues, like you said, and I think I've told you that before. I love the smaller venues because it is more intimate. You can talk to the artists if you want to. You can walk up to these guys and be like, "Hey, good set," and just let them know like you appreciated them. Like, you're not going to do that if you go see Metallica. They don't.
Right.
They're never going to talk to 20 fans there probably that day.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
they've got so much security and shit behind them. I'm sure I'm talking out my ass on all that, but like you can go talk to these people, and they are usually grateful because they're getting started and they're small, and they do want to meet the fans. It's when they blow up is when
Yeah.
they stop
Yes.
wanting to meet the fans. But it's didn't y'all talk to
that's what I was just about to
Enigma?
mention.
Yeah. I told Nigma that I had a bunch of videos of them while they were singing and stuff, and whenever they the singer grabbed the top and like pulled himself up, did a little flip, and they gave me their Instagram, and I sent it to them, and they responded to me, and they were like a few days later, and they were like, "Thank you, we appreciate that so much," and I was like, "Yeah, anytime."
That's her biggest flex as a.
That is my biggest flex right now.
Yeah, I know Nigma. You fucking.
No.
I don't know them.
I know
just-
Nigma. Suck my cock. Like,
No, just going to music in general is a fun experience. Like, look, I know like little state fairs and crap like that. You get like your the cover bands that'll play and stuff, and that's family friendly, and that's great because that covers a wide audience. But like when you go to a real venue with real bands, it's a totally different experience. So anyone that's like, well, I saw a band play at my local festival that we have, the Peanut Festival or whatever bullshit. Like, I'm like, no, you didn't see a band. Like, even if they do play a few original songs, you didn't get the band experience because that's like everyone sitting in their lawn chairs
For real.
doing all the goofy country crap. But that's not the same. It's just not the same as like being in a venue. So one way I always
And working on their craft too. On
Yeah.
top of that.
I always describe metal music as contained chaos.
and that is a really good way of explaining all that.
I could see that. I can actually see that.
Like, because what is that noise?
Oh,
That ticking noise.
Yeah. God damn it! I've been hearing it. It's her stupid phone. I just hear.
I'm texting one of my
Wait, I'm
friends
still
that I haven't
hearing it.
talked to in a really long time. It's not on anymore. I'm not typing.
You might be hearing feedback from the baby monitor.
Yeah, let me put that here.
What the hell?
I don't know what that is.
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry, bitch.
It's gone. Okay, that's what it was. Anyways, it's contained chaos inside of a venue, like because I still hear it. What the fuck is it? It's like
not me.
You're going
anymore.
insane. You're going
turned
insane
his phone on silent.
live on a podcast, and you're going to post it later, and you're going insane. That's
anyways,
all it is.
contained chaos because it's crazy. Like all the people that are moshing or hardcore dancing or crowd surfing, and it's all this inside this building. But if you walk outside, the world is normal. And it's just, there's something special about that to me. Like, it's just a bunch of people that are either pissed off or they're there for fun or they're sad and this is going to put them in a better mood. Whatever their mood is, like, everyone's there for the same thing. They want to have a badass time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And, like...
But here's the thing. Even then, when you're like, oh, the world's different, you don't see a bunch of fucking edgy teenagers wearing all black punching each other outside unless,
That's what I'm saying. Like the contained chaos of a metal show is there's something really unique and special about it that I think everyone should experience once. And that's why I was also saying, like, I take a lot of people to their first concerts.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. You broke
saying
you broke my cherry. You broke your brother's cherry. I think
You broke my cherry.
Yeah, you popped Micah's cherry, and
Like,
then you
real
popped-
bad.
you
So
popped Bunny's
all
cherry.
three of you have taken you to y'all's first one. I mean, I would. There's no way I could sit here and count how many people because like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because like when you and it's a lot of people that don't like metal that I usually end up getting to go because they're like, I don't know, and I'm like, dude, just go for the experience. That way you can say, yeah, I've been to a metal show.
They go from being bitter to that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So
Unlike me, it was like fucking amazing.
Like-
I want to
like,
keep getting
my-
into it.
Micah, you're not a stranger to anything along the lines of metal. Like,
Yeah.
you've definitely surrounded yourself with people that listen to that kind of music, and you're not a fucking closed-minded asshole that thinks metal is dumb.
No.
So
It's like it's for me, like I never actually like experienced like metal. Like I'm listening to metal then and there, but I think what made it change for me is that it was more of like the live and the pop, more or less. Because I'm gonna be honest, I listened to half of those lyrics and I'm like, God damn, I feel that. I feel that. Damn right.
When Toby was saying how he thinks everybody should experience one time, I think so too. Like, I can sit here and be like, oh, look at this cool concert, Yeah, it looks fucking chaotic and it looks like it would be fun, but you have no idea how that shit feels until you like are there. Like even looking back at videos, it's just like, man, that was fun, but it feels way better when you were there. Like I in the beginning, I say, because I've only been to 8 concerts with Toby. I was real like,
has it been that many?
dude, yeah.
See, I lose just because it's a normal thing for me. It's not like a big event or anything. Like I don't get dressed up. I just like, cool. I'm wearing these jeans. I'm wearing this shirt. Let's go.
But we've had 8 different fucking concerts. But in the beginning, I was all about getting every fucking second, and it's just like I've since learned you're gonna find a video of it somewhere.
See, and that's what's funny about. I was telling our mother this. Shout out Diane. Anyways, I was telling her. I don't know. I don't know why I was. I don't know why I was being weird about it.
You looked at me and I didn't give you a reaction. Like, oh shit, I look dumb now.
So, anyways, I told her how it's funny to me that you get a bunch of videos of yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
and pictures of yourself. No, that's great. I have no problem with it. That's fine. I like that y'all are having fun and y'all are doing y'all's thing. But it's just so funny, the difference of me, where I'm like, I love this band. I'm just gonna, and even bands I don't like, I like to get a memory of them, even if it's just one video, for a 1 minute video of just the middle of their song. I like to try to get a video of every band I watch, at least, or some pictures or whatever. But I never have any pictures of me at shows. I never take pictures, but I don't ever take pictures of myself anyway, hardly. So
same.
But it's always really funny when after we go to a show, Colton does this little concert dump.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, give me just 1 second.
Baby's throwing down.
Yeah, he's
But
moshing.
He's trying to scream for a breakdown.
I'm just
Yep.
gonna be honest. I feel like at one of those shows, I guarantee that someone just like kicks someone in the balls. I'm so convinced.
I have been mule kicked in the kneecap. So there was one show I just got to it. It was Unsilent Night. I can't remember what year, maybe 2012. I got to the Unsilent Night, was just walked in the venue, had my arms crossed like a cool guy, getting at the, because I like to stand on the outside of the pit. Like I like to be right there where all the dancers and moshing is. I don't necessarily need to be in it all the time, but I like to be right there because that's where the energy is.
Yes.
So, anyways, there was a guy in front of me, and I just walked up to see who was playing, and I'm all cool guy, arms crossed, like, who's playing? This motherfucker starts hardcore dancing and just kicks backwards as hard as he can. I don't think he knew I was there. Fucking bust me right in the goddamn knee, and my knee buckled back, and I almost fell over. I was like, oh, God, I'm not a tough guy no more.
Oh my
But I've got so many of those stories. My ex-wife, we were in the outside of a pit, and this guy, crowd killing. You didn't get to see much crowd killing at this because this was a really friendly crowd. Let's put it that way. Very friendly crowd.
What's crowd killing?
Motherfuckers that want to hurt you.
Oh, okay.
They will fucking just start pounding on your head like that. Like it sucks. Crowd killing sucks, but at the same time, when you see it happening like across the room, you're like, "Fuck yeah!" But when it's happening to you, you're like, "Fuck you!"
For real though. Oh my gosh. But anyway, continue.
So, anyways, there's this guy who was. Because usually when the pit opens up, it opens up in a circle. You know, that's just the natural form of it. And this guy was like doing like spinning, and as he was spinning, he was throwing fists, and he was hitting everyone as he was spinning on the outside of the pit. And I tried to get my hand up to stop him from hitting my ex-wife, and he just went. Bop! Hit her at the side of the head. Oh. Her glasses went flung off. Her gauges started flying out of her ears.
Oh my god!
It was insane. So, I mean, the shows can get wild. They can get wild. Like I said, crowd killers. There's people that'll do front flips on top of you off the stage, and it can get wild. And Colton, I think, said that band I like a lot, Drain, is going to be playing soon.
Are you actually going to that one? You still haven't given me an answer. That's why.
I actually right now on my computer I pulled up my days that I'm off, and I was going to look at the dates while we were talking. But I do want to go to it because I love that band, and that's where it's going to get wild.
Yo,
I hit my mic. I'm sorry.
I will say one thing since we were on the topic of crowd killing. So when me and you went and saw the Callous Cowboys,
was there a crowd killer?
Yeah, I was crowd killed. I was fucking crowd killed.
Boo-hoo, Cry Me a River.
Listen, I was just sitting there recording, and this is actually on video. This fucking moment is on video. I'm just sitting there recording, and I get fucking shoved onto the floor. And I guess I don't know if I would call that crowd killing per se,
do a push
but
up.
I'm just sitting there, and I just get fucking shoved hard as shit. And it was the line where it's like, could it be any more obvious? And I just get fucking bodied. So crowd killing is I was pissed off because I got fucking shoved, but like I got a cool video, you know.
You got a cool video. You're getting your ass wiped.
It's like that.
That's sad though.
Good,
bro. Like I never experienced that, but I have got like the one that we went to. I know we got hit though for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's friendly fire. You're gonna get hit, and it's just gonna happen.
But what I think that's the part of the enjoyment. I think that if you're like I feel like there's gonna be people that be like, oh, I knocked your ass down, and be like, oh, let me help you up.
There are that's just a general I have. If you hit someone. Like, and you know it was way hard, you fucking stop your dancing or whatever, and you tap them and be like, oh, sorry, bro.
Exactly.
Or if someone falls on the ground, you help their ass up. If someone loses a shoe, you hold the shoe up in the air. That way someone can get their goddamn shoe back or their phone or whatever.
Every fucking time Colton gets into the pit, he takes his phone. and his phone falls onto the fucking ground. And like every time someone picks it up for him and gives it to him, but like every single time we've been to a concert and he's gotten into the pit, he has dropped his phone. And I'll tell him, I'll be like, dude, you need to give me your phone before you go in. And he still doesn't. And he just like, his phone just gets thrown out. I'm surprised it's not shattered by now.
It's like Thriller. He got trapped into the Thriller movement. Dun, 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 dun. For real though.
Like, yeah, like there are people that'll just like. I think I've seen videos of people like Toby was just saying, losing their fucking shoes, and they just, whose shoe is this? Holds it up in the air like, whose shoe is this? I think I saw somebody lose a hat one time, and someone just held it up, and they're like, "Oh, thanks." Like, and they will. The old fucking, you can elbow them in the jaw in the pit, and then 10 minutes later, when y'all are between a concert bands and stuff, and you go get a drink, they'll be like, "Oh, sorry,"
Yeah. Usually it's a pretty like respectful crowd. There are like I said, there are the dickheads that like the crowd surfers and stuff. They'll get on stage, and these people will jump off stage and try to run across your heads.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, there's just people that want to hurt you, and it's like, guy, I'm 35. I don't want to be hurt.
Like that same guy that shoved me helped me get up.
Yeah, and that's how it is, But you do get the crowd killers. So, anyways, overall experience, what do you give it? 1 to 10.
I give it a 9 because
9?
it was more, like I said, it's my first concert, and when I was first went in there, like I said, I was shy. I was scared. I was like,
Did it feel sketchy going into that venue?
yes, it did.
Yeah.
It really did.
It never not feels sketchy when it's a small venue. Like, it always feels like, am I doing drugs here? What are we doing here?
I mean,
Right?
I feel like people that like drink, I feel like they just get lit up and been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. and
Wait till
stuff.
you see the corny ass people that get really drunk and they just like bump each other's shoulders and they ram each other. And you know what? That's fine. They're having a great time, and I'm so happy for them. But they look so dorky to me.
Oh my god.
So,
I
like,
thought the
actually-
dancing was dorky, but I think that was the fun part. I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, you were saying?
so some guy actually he was like, here's a drum, or I think it was actually terminated with that, or it was someone fucking it was like drumstick, and he looked at Micah and was trying to give it to him, and he was like, he looked around like, oh, who's getting it? And the other guy was like, I'll take it.
Yeah, dead
And
ass. But hey, I'm not complaining. It was fun though. I'm not complaining or something.
Look, I went and saw Every Time I Die, which they're broke up now, 2 years ago. So when I was 33. And the drummer threw a drumstick out into the crowd, and I fucking reached up and grabbed that bitch and couldn't have been more excited. I don't care how old you are. You get like your favorite band's drumstick or guitar pick, you're still excited. And I know not everyone's like that.
Were you-
It's right there, look, there's a goose stick. It's a goose stick is what
Yeah.
I call it.
Were you like,
his name's Goose.
Were you like when you caught it, like just real girly
That,
laugh? Or,
I was just super excited.
The same band that tried to give Micah the drumsticks, the guitarist, me and Micah was standing right next to them because it was a floor show. And it's in this small itty bitty room. And so we were standing right next to them because that was the only place to stand. And the guitarist, he would like turn around and look at his band members and walk backwards and end up stepping on my toes. He did it like 3 different times. And I was like, I can't back up. There's nowhere to go.
So that same band was like, get in real close, because we're in a small room that's probably like maybe 12 feet across by like 10 feet across. It's real small.
There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, get in real close, get in real close. We're gonna do something crazy here. This is the last song. We all come in close, and we're just thinking, oh, it's just gonna be maybe a few bumps.
Yeah, we're
and
just
shit.
gonna like jump around a little bit, and they were like, "I want y'all to start jumping." Everybody started jumping, and then
jumping.
Colton
Everyone's pushing
immediately
each
starts
other.
beating my ass.
Oh my
They were like, I want you to
immediately
push
started
everybody around
beating
you.
my ass. He pushed me into Micah and started elbowing at me and shit, and then that's when I just left.
So Micah, and this is probably like I think this is like this is the last one we're watching, and we missed some information. But I think Micah at this point had been shoved by me, fucking kicked in the shin by me, fucking
Got hit
arm
in.
shot like at least 40 times at this point. Like I could definitely say I definitely forced you into the pit.
Bro.
I can 100% say that
Yeah,
I gaslit and peer pressured you to getting in there, and finally was like, dude,
Bad
just get in
friend.
the fucking pit.
Bad friend.
And then I ended up pulling him into it.
dude. But
he-
it's like a boxing match, honestly.
I don't know if I would say that entirely.
No,
but I see
because
what
it's
you're trying to
like
say.
you get hyped. I don't know why that I liked it. It's the fact I didn't care about the hitting.
It's the adrenaline.
It's the adrenaline. Because when we got back, I literally was like, I cannot rest. My ears were fucking like
yeah, that was
blown,
super funny.
fucking blown.
Have you ever had it to where you couldn't hear like that before?
Never.
Really?
We were literally in the car and Toby was trying to say like something. I'm like,
What?
What'd you say? I can't really hear. Like you're talking quiet, and he's like,
He's like, what did you say? Just
What'd you
really
say?
loud.
And I'm like, bro, I can't hear. I seriously can't
Toby
hear.
kept trying to make fun of him, like, what? What did you say?
Oh
And
my
it-
Something
he-
I thought was really sorry. Continue.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Something I thought was really funny is when Gibson, Toby's kid went. Toby the whole time he was like, "Oh, we got you earplugs, but we'll stand in the back so that it's not so loud." And then the first band starts, and
Yeah.
they're sitting in the front next to the speakers.
Okay, so let me. So we were sitting in front of the speakers, and I knew that they were about to start. And I was trying to ask him, "Do you want to go stand in the back?" So maybe because if you stand in the back, the music's mixed better. If you're standing on one side of the stage, you're getting that side of the stage's audio.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on the right stage, like you guys were, you're only getting, or you're getting more of the bass and that rhythm guitar.
The amps.
So-
Amps though.
But if you're in the back, it's more mixed. So I was trying to tell Gibson, "Hey, do you want to move to the back?" But he couldn't hear me because he had earplugs and the music, and so I was just like, "Just fucking get over there with them." So I made him sit with y'all. Luckily, there was a table, and he had earplugs. He was perfectly fine. He didn't, So
It was not slow either. It was it felt like hours went by.
Yeah, I for real, like, I will say,
Hours did go by.
Yeah.
that's how time works, guys.
yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
honestly
okay,
didn't feel like we
okay.
were there long enough. But which is understandable, Toby's job was restricting. And
I was on call, and Gibson didn't want to be there. Me and Gibson had KFC. It was fucking delicious.
Which I'm kind of mad about. I haven't had KFC in so fucking long. I wish I got some.
actually
the colonel,
Completely off
the colonel
topic.
was there.
Oh my god.
We talked to him.
my favorite.
Colonel Sanders.
I can't believe that. I should
Come
have
back,
went with
William.
y'all.
topic, but I have never had KFC until like 6 months ago. Pretty fire.
What?
Pretty fire.
That was me.
But
I got him KFC.
I watched somebody because the last band that we saw, they was like, yeah, get in tight, let's do all this, and then they started. He was like, I want you to shove the person next to you, and that's when the bunny decided, oh fuck
Bunny.
this, I'm not doing this.
Oh,
But
No,
everybody's
no,
shoving.
it wasn't when he was like, "Hey, shove the person next to you." It was when you started targeting me and you started hitting me and throwing me around,
It's the
and
same
you
thing.
threw me at Micah, and I was like, "I'm getting out of here, dude!" I
Didn't
ran
Micah-
as fast
didn't-
as I could in my heels to get out of there.
Okay, Bunny.
Didn't
but
Micah
I do
try
s-
taking your fucking purse with him? He
Yes,
was like,
I
you're like, hold
literally
my purse,
called
hold
that.
my
Dude,
purse.
I was like, he was holding my purse for me because it was heavy. I had a Red Bull in there. It was heavy, bro.
Bro.
And I was like, "Hey, Micah, can you hold my purse?" Before we even did that, because I asked him if he'd set it next to his feet. And then whenever we went to go in, I thought it'd be chill. I thought we'd just jump a little bit. And he had my purse, and he started going crazy while holding my purse. And
Yeah,
I was
like he's fucking
I
tearing
was
it
like,
up
"Dude,
in
bro,
there
my
with
earbuds, my phone, like my charger, everything's gonna fall out of my purse." So like whenever I got out of there, I just took my purse from Micah and I like ran out of there.
But I do say, Bunny, at least you didn't get socked because we saw a guy. Me and Colton were like getting hitting each other, and then out of the glimpse of my eye, I see this man pull on fist,
saw.
knock somebody out.
So there was a guy that one of the fucking guitarists. He was they're cutting through the crowd. They're interacting. They're talking. But the guy ends up like running through the fucking little pit that was going on in this fucking 12 by 10 foot room, and I see him with the tuning end of the guitar. He fucking knocks somebody in the side of the face with it, running like he's cutting through the crowd, and he fucking slaps a guy on the side of the head with the end of the guitar, and it was really funny, It was it was definitely an experience for Micah. I think he really
I
enjoyed
literally
it.
got a little bit of everything, and I enjoyed it really much.
Well, if we go to Drain, you'll get a lot more, and we'll have to do another episode on round
and-
2.
oh,
Yes.
I will be looking forward to it.
But I think we should start wrapping this up. I'm still trying to teach these guys how to podcast. I've been podcasting for many years, so guys, if this is a little rough, they're learning. They got to learn to talk into these microphones and stop thumping stuff. I realized what it was, that noise.
What was it? It was me.
Look at your foot.
Oh yeah,
He's bouncing his foot.
He's bouncing his foot.
Foot.
That's why I was wearing the headphones so I could hear for anything like that. So look, you guys are still learning. Y'all don't know. I've been doing this for many years. I know how to. I try to let you guys take over all the conversation, but I try to steer you back to like on topic or whatever because I like to say I'm a master at this.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're,
we're practically virgins at this.
I'm not a master. Let me take that back. That was
you're a
way
master.
too confident and
Yeah.
cocky.
Yo, I mean, master, not you're actually doing pretty well though.
So Micah, one thing I want to ask, and I suppose we can wrap this up because Toby has work tomorrow.
Yeah, I do have to work tomorrow.
You little old ass.
Also, Scully, my doggy, looked like she was ready to go to bed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair
so,
enough.
Micah, about how many bruises did you get?
Oh
do you
my!
think?
Well, not even talking about soreness.
Yeah, I do want to ask how sore y'all were the next day.
I was way
we were
sore. That
sore as hell, and it was totally worth it. Man took adrenaline. What pills was it?
What are you talking about? Nobody took no pills.
You took pills, bro.
I didn't take no pills.
You were like, "Oh, I'm sore."
No. Oh no, I took ibuprofen because when I got home, I was like, man, I'm fucking sore. If I don't take any ibuprofen, I'm gonna regret it tomorrow.
No, I didn't.
Allegedly, though. Allegedly.
Allegedly,
To
yes,
an-
allegedly.
To answer your question,
Buy that allegedly shirt on TeePublic.
T-Public, yes.
But to answer your question, I got hit on my left arm and my knee. But besides all the shoving and stuff, I don't.
The left knee was me. I fucking straight up
you
kicked you in
fucking
your goddamn
kicked me in my
knee.
shin. Thank you, by the way.
So, rate it. Would 10 out of 10 would do again?
I would do it 10 to 10. I would do it.
10 out of 10 would do it again.
Yes. Next time, if I can, I will go hella nuts.
You know what? Next time
On a
you're
pit.
We're
listen,
extra padding.
I will. I
You're-
literally looked like Eminem. I looked
8
way
Mile looking
apart.
ass.
8 Mile looking ass,
So,
yeah, bro.
Sir Micah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But your new nickname from now on is Thumper.
Thumper.
Can we
Yeah,
agree on that?
Look at your knee.
Okay. You can call me Thumper. It's fine.
Alrighty, well, this has been a very chaotic episode of Super Talk Bros. So, was there any last thoughts you'd like to add, Toby?
No, I like taking new people to these new experiences, whether they listen to the music or not.
And I love you for it. Thank you.
I think seeing a band like on a bigger stage like Drain will blow your balls off. You won't know what to think about that. Just like Colton didn't know what to think of Knocked Loose the first time he saw him live, like, because it was such a small venue and like
There was like 100 people there.
there's more than that.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's 200 people in that little fucking bar.
oh my god.
I think, Drain will be at a bigger venue, but I still think the experience of like all the dancing, all the people, y'all gotta stage dive, crowd surf.
I
I
would
will.
love to.
All three of you. I'm talking. Bunny looked at me like, "Oh yeah, you two," and then she's like, "No, not me." Yes.
I think it's gonna blow his
I'm
mind when he
glad
sees
so.
the fucking inflatable noodles and
Well, I'm
fucking
not trying to
pool.
like crowd surf, and then at the end they just drop me on my head. Bro,
you-
what?
You might not even get to the end.
I'm honestly. I think.
I'm so short too that like I'd get put down, I'd be gone.
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't find me until the end.
Yeah.
Speaking-
so we're definitely gonna bring her.
Speaking
Stomp.
of the end,
Bear.
let's
But-
go ahead and wrap this up. This had been a.
Skibbity desk. This
this
is the
is-
end of our podcast.
I like that. What did you say? Say it again.
Skibbity disc. Skibbity desk.
Wait,
This
did
is
we
the
say
end of
happy
our podcast.
happy late New Year's?
Happy New Year's, y'all.
Happy late New Year's,
Happy
guys.
New Year's. Now you can say your little outro. I like it.
Skibbity disc. Skibbity desk. This is the end of our podcast.